Hello, if you are new to my channel, welcome and so glad you found me. And to all my subscribers, welcome back and thank you for tuning in. Last week, I only posted one video and it was a short one. It was about 240-ish. Honestly, I already had it made and I wanted to get something up, so I used that one. Unfortunately, last week, my husband and I had to make the very difficult choice to put our beloved dog down. We've been a mess ever since. She was truly one of the great ones, and she will be dearly, dearly missed. Now, I had a vlog all written up and ready to go. However, in light of recent events, I decided to change this week's vlog to one that occurred a little more recently in my life. I had a couple reach out because they also had a dog pass away and wanted answers, maybe some extra closure. So, in honor of these rough times, I decided to write up and record the events of this reading. So, without further ado, let's start our story. There were quite a few lessons for me to learn this week, and I'll be sharing them in this episode. Lessons I already knew deep down, but I clearly needed a reminder. First, a little backstory. I was straightening up my house the other day and decided to put my tablet away on the bookshelf in the back room. I hadn't been using it, and honestly, it was just adding to the clutter. A few days later, while I was walking both my dogs, I suddenly got this random and urgent thought. I need to plug my tablet in. The battery's probably going to die, and that's how subscribers contact me and send pictures. So when I got home, I grabbed the tablet and plugged it in. A few hours later, I received a message. Lessons: keep your devices charged. More importantly, always trust your gut when it tells you to do something. The message came with about 5 pictures and a note from a subscriber. She and her husband had tragically lost their dog and were wondering if I could receive any messages from the photos. I replied, letting her know that I'd work on it, and suggested we schedule a Zoom session for Monday night. For a moment, I was relieved that I listened to my intuition and charged that tablet. Then it hit me. My work as a medium might be headed toward pet psychic therapy. Definitely not a career path listed in my high school guidance counselor's office. But if you know me, you know that the traditional quote unquote normal way of living has always kind of terrified me. I was taught to chase happiness, not money, to believe that I have the power to create a life that I love, and I do love my life. Nothing brings me more joy than helping people find closure and comfort, whether it's for a person or a beloved pet. I scrolled through the photos, and yes, I originally wrote flip through before realizing it's not 1990 anymore, so I had to delete and rewrite. I picked out one that spoke to me the most. It was a picture of Jetty, the dog, sitting on his porch. That image resonated deeply. 2 visions came through. The first was Jetty running toward an animal much larger than himself. Definitely a David versus Goliath moment. He lost the fight, but the message was crystal clear. I would do it all again. He didn't regret it for a second. He was just glad his parents were safe. The message came through more as like a wave of emotions than words. It's kind of hard to explain, but the feeling was super powerful. Even if he had known the outcome, he would have fought that fight again to protect them. The second vision was Jetty lying on the grass with his parents kneeling beside him crying. His message: you made all the right choices. Now, I had no context for how Jetty passed, and honestly, I prefer it that way. It helps keep my mind clear and uninfluenced. I jotted down my impressions and emotions, then sent the Zoom link on Monday. Even though the messages didn't fully make sense to me at first, I learned that that's okay. I just need to share what I see, feel, and hear. Somehow, it always connects to the person receiving it. So I shared the vision of Jetty bravely facing a much larger animal and his message of protection. That's when they told me that he had actually died fighting a water moccasin. Now, living in Florida, I know how dangerous these snakes are. And it all clicked into place: the predator, the sacrifice, the "I do it again" message. Jetty had saved them. Next, I explained the second vision and the "you made all the right choices" message. At first, I thought it might have meant that they had to make the painful decision to put him down, but they explained that Jetty used a dog door, something they'd had for years without incident. And as he got older and less alert, they had started questioning if the dog door was a fatal mistake. That's why Jetty had to reassure them that you did everything right. Now, this hit home for me also. I had the same threats in my neighborhood. I have snakes, toxic frogs, coyotes, bobcats. I've questioned the safety of my own dog door. My dogs love it. They love the freedom to go sunbathe or run outside whenever nature calls. Maybe that's why the photo of Jetty on the porch stood out to me. It was his happy place, and he didn't want that freedom taken away. During the reading, my other dog, Max, jumped up and sat on the bench with me, which is a classic Max move. It made my new friends laugh and honestly added a warm, authentic moment. If he fits, he sits. We wrapped up the session, and I truly hope they felt as fulfilled and comforted as I did. I feel so blessed to be able to use this gift to help others. I really do believe that this is what I'm meant to do. When I walked into the living room afterwards, my husband asked how it went, and I told him it went really well. And even though I still get nervous, I love it. He smiled and said, "I'm proud of you." I don't think he realizes how much those words meant. After years of hiding my gift to avoid judgment, hearing someone say they're proud of me, I'm going to be honest, it hit me in the feels. And to my mom and dad, who I know are listening, and yes, I know you're proud of me too, I thank God every day that you two are my parents. All of this got me thinking, I really need to add more animal related items to my Etsy shop. So if you haven't already checked it out, it's simply called the Hidden Medium Shop. Now, when you go, don't be overwhelmed by my creative chaos. Just dive right in and check things out. I'll be adding more pet inspired items soon. And as long as the shop does well, I can continue offering free readings to those who need them. So thanks for listening.